So, there we go. So, it is about Andy's manclub. There you go. I'll let you set up while I get you on camera.
Hi, my name's Tony. I'm one of the facilitators for the Peterborough branch of Andy's Manclub. It's a peer-to-peer club which wants to help men talk about the problems that they're having in life today and hopefully reduce the amount of suicide that there is in men between 18 and 60. We meet every Monday between 7 and 9. If you go on the website at Andy's Manclub, and you see if you can find a club that is close to you. We've got 140 clubs nationwide, and we're looking to get a lot more interest into it and get some more clubs set up as well. I've been a member for almost 5 years after my mental breakdown, and it has helped a hell of a lot of men. This last week there was close to 3,200 men turn up at our 140 odd clubs this week. Please spread the word for Andy's Manclub to help combat suicide in men. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. I was following on his blogs earlier in the year. He was doing the Convoy Challenge
Right.
from Johnny Groats. I think it was all the way down to Land's End, but I know he done it from Johnny Groats.
Right.
And that was for Mind and for male suicide.
Yeah.
So I was promoting that on here and I was following him.
Well, Andy's Manclub was set up close to coming up to about 8 years ago.
Oh, right.
The gentleman that set it up is an ex-rugby league player called Luke Ambler.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately, his brother-in-law committed suicide. They don't know a reason why. It wasn't said. He had a perfect family, wife, a boy and a girl, I believe. And Luke was a bit of a loss to where he could talk to people regarding grief and suicide and the like. So all he did was go onto Facebook and say, I'm going to be at this place in Halifax where I live. If there are any other men out there who wish to talk about grief, life itself, suicide prevention, please join me for a cuppa and a biscuit.
Yeah.
About half a dozen turned up, and
That's how it started.
that's how it started.
Yeah, 100%.
They hope to, within 5 years, have something like about 50, maybe at the most.
Mm-hmm.
We've now got, within 8 years, we're now up to 145 clubs.
That's good. That's good. Just like a general trim?
Yes, please, a lot of thinning at the top.
Yeah. So
Thank you very much.
in 2008, I tried to commit suicide.
Been there, seen it,
I've
done it.
lost twins, and I was told that if I ever got pregnant again, it would kill me. So no other IVF clinic would ever help me.
Yeah.
So so I took 150 tablets and half a bottle of vodka. My husband found me. Thank God he did.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sectioned, but my husband looked after me. And when his mum died in 2021, I had a breakdown.
Right.
Because I didn't get to say goodbye, and it was all what was in my head, and that messed me up because we was in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't allowed out because I was clinically extremely vulnerable.
Yeah.
So I had a complete breakdown then, and I managed to come back to work. And I'm advocate for mental health in men, mainly because men don't ask for help.
No, we don't. used to be everybody used to talk down the pubs or the clubs
Yeah.
or sports places,
Yeah.
but it was men never really went into any depth of
No.
what they were actually suffering. This is the type of club where anything that's said in the room stays in the room.
Yeah.
There's no fallback. There are certain topics we don't actually discuss. One of them being medication. The reason for that is that none of us there, especially in the group we got in Peterborough, are medically trained.
Yeah.
What's good for me may not be good for somebody else that's in the group.
Yes.
Any tablet or things that I'm taking could be have an adverse effect on somebody else.
Yeah.
So we tend to stay away from things like that, but most things, except for religion, politics, and one or two other things, we try and stay away from. But everything else is okay to talk about.
But they always say you should never talk about religion or politics in the barber shop. However, I think that when you have that sort of talk, you can get things off your chest, because even if it's a heated discussion, it's still a discussion.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what I always talk about it.
We're more inclined to say it's what is actually the personal stuff that a man's going through.
Yes.
Whether it'll be work, something at work, marriage, maybe marriage breakdown,
Yeah.
anything else like that. Somebody dying, so you don't know, you need somebody to talk to, but you can't talk to the rest of your family in detail or whatever, because you're told to probably man up, and men don't cry. We do, we cry a lot.
We do cry a lot.
And there's been some very powerful stories that have been said in clubs that are in the club that I attend. People that have actually come out and said, I needed to do this. It's not for everybody, I understand that. There are people that have come for a couple of weeks and have not come back before, again, because they found out opening up to people like us probably isn't the way that they want to go.
No.
They want to probably go down another route, whether it's the medical route or not.
So I always believe in talking.
Yeah.
Always believe in talking. I'm in the job where I have to talk for a living. And when I lost my daughter, who was born via a surrogate,
Yeah.
I found, instead of going down, I did go down mentally, but not down as far as I did when I miscarried my twins.
Yeah.
That talking about it helped.
Yes.
And I'm a believer in is like, okay, I'm only 65% today.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether you're 45 or 55 or 100%.
Yeah.
If you tell someone will go, oh, how are you?
Yeah.
You go, yeah, I'm all right. No, really, how are you?
Yeah. Yes, that's it. We do. There are 5 questions that are on there. We're all non-judgmental, so what you have to say, you say it, and nobody will come back on what you actually have to say. You've got your own story, and it's not. If you want help, then we're there to give it. There's always somebody there that's probably gone through what you think you're going through yourself. So what we do each week is we normally average between 20 to 40 men a week every Monday. We introduce ourselves each week, especially to the newcomers, split into groups, 2 groups. Then there's, in the first half of the session, there's 3 questions which never change.
Yeah.
One is, how's your week been? Good, bad, indifferent. Everybody could have had a good week, and you're the one that's not had a good week.
Yeah.
Matter.
No.
The second one is, what's one positive you've had from this week? Could be that you've just walked through that door because it's your first time, and you've tried to get through the door a number of times, which quite a few people have. they've sat outside doors to any of the clubs and said, I want to go in, but I don't want to go in tonight. I don't feel up to it. And that one step through is your first positive step.
Yes, definitely.
And the third question in the session can be, have you got anything to get off your chest? It could be something completely trivial, or it could be something really thought-provoking and something that you really need to talk about.
Yes. I used to have notebooks,
yeah.
so when I was feeling down, I used to write everything in the notebook. It wasn't in my head; it was out. It was out of my head.
Yeah.
And that works.
Yeah, I've known that. I've known people that have been writing books. They've written letters to people. They maybe have been to a psychologist and said, why don't you write a letter to whoever it is that's causing you grief or whatever it is, and just get your thoughts down on paper.
Yeah, you don't have to send it.
You don't have to send the letter, you can just get your thoughts out on paper.
Yeah. Once it's out of your head, that's a big step.
After the break that we have around 8 o'clock, after the break at 8 o'clock, there's normally two more questions. These are set by head office in Halifax, and they change each week. First one is probably something to make you think about your life, what you've gone through. It could be, who is it that you, when you're not at Andy's Man Club, who do you fall back on to help you get through the week?
Yeah.
It could be something that, a question about your childhood, things like that. And then the fifth one is normally a speedy, quick fire one, just to lighten the mood if it's been real heavy. We've had, what's your favourite crisps, or what's your favourite toy when you were as a kid, or something like that. Where did you used to go on holidays? Just something to lighten the mood for the end of the session and make everybody go out feeling a little bit more happy and more content about themselves.
Yeah. I mean, one of my sayings that I always believe in now is smile. Doesn't matter whether you're happy or sad, if you smile, it makes you feel a bit happier.
Yeah, you might be smiling on the outside, but inside it might be a completely different story.
And also is worst things happen at sea.
Yeah.
And I was saying that to someone, and when that sub went down, I said, look, worst things happen at sea, and they went, yeah, but a sub's just gone down. And it was like, exactly.
Yeah, the other one that I'm quite normally here is you can't change the past. Yeah. And you can go forward with it.
My favourite song all time is Smile by Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah.
And people go, oh, the one Nat King Cole sings. And I was like, no, I actually prefer Charlie Chaplin singing it.
Right, okay. I've actually heard Charlie Chaplin sing.
Haven't you? He wrote Smile.
Oh, right.
So it doesn't matter if your day's breaking or not, if you smile.
Yeah, we normally have a music question somewhere along the lines throughout the weeks. We had one actually this last week. That's lovely, thank you very much.
Okay?
That is brilliant. And she's a good hairdresser as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.
No problem. Right, see you guys
Bye,
again.
and
Bye.
hopefully you'll see anybody at another Andy's Man Club. Just say that you saw this video.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.